while organising my cards in the right orientation to reset the deck, I asked for a means to convey a story. This message is for somebody. It is a story, but it will resonate for at least one person. It's been channeled to me, but I'm only an observer in this. So we've got the sun, illumination into receiving something in the material world. As it is always been, as it's written, it's the timing of it is now being observed. And this is because of the burdens that you've been carrying. You're realising you're carrying these and you're in the process of putting them down. And it gives you mental freedom, clarity. It's like you're able to now birth something new because of everything that you've learned by carrying all of this weight and by completing it. You've learned the process of creation through to completion in idea, in logic, in whatever it is that you're thinking, to then be able to create from that, to create a dual passageway through something. The difficulty is 11 is that the duality, each side of duality now looks exactly the same. So trust that you'll make the right decision and go with passion and going with naivety. It's not bad because you've already mastered one of these cycles of thought, of logic, whatever this is. You've mastered it, you've proved it. Now, you can't understand the next part of the cycle because you haven't got there yet, which is why 11 being 0, point of creation, 1, observation, going through the cycle all the way through till 9 until it becomes a complete cycle, and then an observing of something new, the 11. But 11 being 2 ones together, the duality, you can only go forward with naivety, trusting in your process and that everything's going to be okay. When you do that, you move rapidly. You're no longer held back by the fear of missing out, or even like, oh, did I make the right choice going that way? Because I also like the sound of that one over there, and I know I could do very well with it, but you choose and you go with passion, knowing that you make the right choice, and you get all of your focus into the right direction, or you have been. It's not been easy, with all of the synchronicities and beautiful things that you've observed. You've also had nights that you've not been able to sleep. Something keeping up, so many swords, 9. It's as you, this can speak for many different things that keeps you up, but essentially what's happening here is that you're alchemizing, and this is one very, very, very important part of the process that a lot of people, and I include myself in this, I don't like to see this card, but this is the part that we hand up everything that no longer serves us anymore, releasing, purifying, to hand it over, to hand it to the higher. If we insert your name here, and this is how you learn forgiveness, because you forgive yourself, knowing that the one that you go, it doesn't matter which way you go, to someone's perspective it's going to be wrong, and hindsight is a luxury we can only earn. but you always make the right choice at the right time. Right. And the thing that keeps you up now, this is, again, exactly like 11:11 in a way, because you have a choice here. You can either fall back into the cycle by saying that you're not worthy of it. You can keep yourself up at night by not being able to forgive yourself because of the things that are not commonly understood for what you did them happens. Or you can repeat the cycle in a different way, trying to hide this card by only looking at the devil and saying, I will continue to act in a way that hasn't served me because I'm justified to do it. The thing is that this is saying here to me that it's the things of the past that are keeping you up at night, and you are learning. You're doing really well at clearing and purging. And justice comes out over the top. And it's not a justice that we can ever fathom. Forgiveness is incredible. It's very difficult. And justice, but when you forgive, the justice that you seek in any situation completely changes when you forgive yourself and when you can forgive others. And the justice that you wanted before, which never came, right, leading to it seeming like the devil is taking you over and that you're not worthy. It didn't come before the devil, but it does come after. You know? And that justice may not seem like it is what you really want because you feel like you're left out in the cold. When you lose everything, when you lose anything, it's not easy to do. And it almost doesn't feel just when you're being kept up at night because you're trying to deal with this part of yourself. And when there is a chance for justice, you end up being left in the cold. Broken, wounded, forgotten about. But really, this is like the making of you, because really everything that you thought was keeping you warm wasn't. It wasn't heat. It was just darkness. It was shadow. It wasn't you being you per se. But now you don't even have that anymore because you've released that. And justice is prevailing, saying, right, you get out of your life because you've done the work. And you will be tested again because you will say, are you sure? I reckon I can still have a go. So you'll be tested. Now, switching your emotion by speaking to your intuition, being able to listen to your heart and say, you know what, my intuition is correct here. You know, when you can do that, you come away from being out of the cold and you go on a very long journey. You go and return the swords to the places in which they belong, or you take them off to better places where those swords no longer need to fight. And that can be within you first, or without you first, or without you and then within you. This is a long journey. It's crossing boundaries you never knew existed. You've heard people talk about. You've even empathised with what they've said. But this path is solely for you, and you don't know where it leads yet. You know where you'd like it to, but there's only one person or one thing that really knows where you're going. Well done for your hard work. This is beautiful. It is beautiful, and whatever's coming for you soon is going to bless you like you wouldn't believe.